So how did you find yourself getting involved with the sort of revival of Oxygen?
Um, okay, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Uh, s- uh, Let me go a little bit backwards.
Okay.
Let's start with the end of Oxygen.
Hmm.
Okay, so when I was doing the 4 series, I said to everyone that were willing to listen and ignore me, that I was going to do the 4 series and the 4 series alone. I'm
Mhm.
not going to do any more of this. This is insane. Yeah, I was burned out a bit.
Mhm.
It's an insane amount of work. Um, so I said to everyone, like I'm doing 4, and when 5 comes, you guys should find something else.
Mhm.
So to do something else, and I don't know. So I said nobody believed me, and then I stopped doing things. And the miracle of open source is that new people started to show up, and a new group started to show up. It was the visual design group, the
Yeah, yeah,
VDP.
yeah.
Uh, and I was very much involved with that in the beginning, up to the point where I made them. I was trying to extract myself from that equation, not be myself around them, and like impose my opinions. I
Mhm,
do have a
mhm.
few uh,
I couldn't tell.
on on everyone. So and I was trying to keep away, and I did something that I till this day I regret. I gave them a image, a wallpaper kind of thing that I made.
Uh-huh.
Um, that I told them, okay, maybe you guys go for this sort of language design thing. That's the wallpaper for KDE 5.0. I made them promise that they wouldn't use that in any place. So the triangle stuff started with goddamn me. I was so pissed that I completely got off the thing, and I said nothing. Like I
I'm
no,
trying
I'm
to find.
not.
I'm trying to find that specific wallpaper. It'll be.
It
It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's definitely somewhere. So
Yeah.
it's the first wallpaper for KDE 5
Mhm, mhm.
uh, was again mine, and I made them promise you guys are not going to use this at all.
Ah,
But
wait. Yeah, I think I
yeah.
know it. Yet.
So that became the thing, and that proved, like made me nope,
Mhm,
bye. I was done, and I was really done. I thought that when the new design, so the KDE 5 and anyone that is around KDE knows that when a new kit version comes, there will be a new KDE
mhm,
version that comes as well, with delay of 1 to 2 years.
mhm,
But it gives you enough time to think. So I knew that I was leaving, and this is when Metro Design by Microsoft is
mhm.
pulling off, and the writing is on the wall. They were calling it modernism. I never thought it was modernism. I think um, it's just postmodernism, taking inspiration in the past blindly and using it as reference. But they were saying it was modernism. I don't think it ever was. Anyway, I'm a little bit pissed with this with this stuff, because now any junior designer can do what I do easily.
Mhm.
Like, don't let's not start with AI, okay? Let's not talk about AI, because that gets me
Right.
way
That's
more
that's that's a
frustrated.
that's a whole nother question. But when we're talking about, you know, especially if you're going like full in on the way that Microsoft was designing it, you're arguing about the size of colored squares. That's
Yeah,
that's the design. That's the design question.
and I'll be fair, I liked it.
Hmm.
It's the sort of design. Okay, I know that I was seeing it and saying this is going to fail bad,
Hmm.
because I like it. I like that sort of design. That's design for designers.
Mm.
That's the sort of design that goes well on print. On print
Mm.
media, it's bold, it's vigorous, it chops off fonts, it plays with things like that. I like that sort of thing. It's not my thing, right? It wasn't my skill set.
Mhm, mhm.
My skill set is working 3 days on an iPad. Um, it was that skill set which exposes a lot of your flaws as a designer. You need to be a really good designer to pull off simple stuff. Pulling off simple stuff is way harder than elaborate stuff. You can hide your flaws as a designer in a lot of work on top, a lot of layering on what you do. If things are really simple, your flaws are really visible. It's really easy to see that you're flawed as a designer. So yeah, I was pissed because I would have to be a better designer in a way. But yeah, that was a good thing in some ways. I got lost again.
We were talking about the end of Oxygen, and then we started talking about modernism and metro design.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So how do I restart this? Okay. So KDE 5 goes by. There's a new Qt in town. I know something. Okay, we're going to do something new, right? Right. Like I'm expecting something new in KDE land. And I thought, okay, maybe I can do something new. Also, I was going through a period in my life that I was pondering things. What am I going to do? 40 and stuff. So I think I'm going back to KDE, but I'm going to do all the things that I couldn't do and I didn't do back then without the constraints of being default. Oxygen was a default theme.
Right.
And being a default theme, it has a lot of constraints that optional themes don't have. Like I was always having to listen to annoying people saying that they don't like black. And I listened. What if I didn't? What if I did what what I want to? So I started playing around. If I had no limitations and I could do whatever I want to, what would I do? What if I do what I like and not what I think is going to be popular or going to be not even popular? It's going to be well accepted by the most amount of people. So that when I start thinking about, okay, O2, I couldn't use O2, so it became it is Oxygen squared, not O2. Just to make that clear, people always get confused and trying to explain chemistry to me. I know chemistry. O2 is it's a brand. We cannot use that. Yeah. So I started doing Oxygen squared and trying to. I have a complete design language for that. It's now dated. It was very much a product of a particular time. Like I got the neon pink and blue before the neon pink and blue became a thing, and now I can't look at it because it really became a thing. Like Jesus, being right before time sometimes is good, sometimes is horrible. Yeah, that thing became way too popular. So now I'm pondering what I should do in that regard. Anyway, I've over the years I've made way too many themes, so I can come up with them easily. The thing I care more about is the platform, the place where I can be creative and where other people could potentially be creative, because Oxygen was a lot of fun. The period, the default time where I was like going to random guys that do fonts and saying, hey, why don't you do a font for a KDE? We have like users, tens of them. And convincing people that they should do it, that they should do a font theme, a sound theme, a cute theme. Is a lot of fun. People were having fun. I was having fun back then, and people on Oxygen were having fun. So I think people should. There should be a platform like that where people can have this fun that I have, and maybe join me in that process, because it's way more fun to do it with other people than doing it all by yourself.
Right.
How does it come exactly to coming to today?
Yes, that's where we're going.
Okay, how does it come? So I kept on maintaining old Oxygen as far as I could be bothered to, mostly because I'm a user. So I'm still a user. So I keep on maintaining the things I can maintain. Usually, sometimes I would push some icons because I was missing them on my screen. I couldn't bear the option. So okay, I'm going to do this one because, yeah. And then Philip, yeah. And then Philip shows up. I'm going to fix these things, this oxygen stuff and air. And okay, I'm all in. I'm willing to help. That's it. I already had the channel slightly open for the Oxygen 2 thing. He joined in, and we now have more people working. We have Prabhat is doing icons. For again, icons 80% of the work. But things are moving along nicely, and we're going to put Oxygen old in a usable state. It's interesting because it even though it was I declared it dead at the end of 4. I told everybody at KDE it's dead. Come up with something new. Even so, they didn't quite listen to me. They kept on maintaining it. Roughly, it only got really broken with Wayland because it is a theme.
Yep.
It was a theme completely made for a world that wasn't that. And the fact that it kind of works in Wayland is a testimony of how well it was. Well, how well Qt style is done. To be fair, the fact that it's C++ based and aka internally it's mostly a vector described vectorally, it scales nicely. So it didn't completely broke apart from a few things. The shadows were terrible. There were bugs. Let's say it like that. If you tried the fractional scaling, but most other than that, it kind of worked. There were just a few things. So we got most of those fixed for the next release, and people get to use something that is, hey, not as old as I am.